Shalom, Kahala Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who have taught me this truth, who rule well, teach well, much diligence, peace, love, and salutation unto the hopeful elect, kings and priests who are out there bringing out this word in sincerity and in truth. Brother Amawan from the Great Millstone branch of Los Angeles, back here with another lesson this night to edify the elect of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. The name of this lesson will be entitled 1 Hour. What inspired me, to title the lesson that is just from this title alone, from this article that brothers shared in a group chat that it says Elon Musk warns Russia can utterly destroy Europe with nuclear missiles in under 30 minutes and vice versa. And we are at the highest risk in 60 years. Each nuclear capability bearing nation is able to shoot missiles on each other and in this thing in 30 minutes. That's how long it takes for an intercontinental ballistic missile to reach from one continent to the other. All right, Russia has short-range missiles. America has short-range ICBMs. Russia has short-range ICBMs. Pakistan, Iran, long-range, short-range, medium-range, submarine range, all that to wipe this place out in 30 minutes. This is when we are at the highest risk since what Joe Biden came out and said the Cuban Missile Crisis, but it's way worse than that. Because we're at the end time. We're at the changing of the worlds of what Ezra saw, right? What he saw in his vision and what Isaiah saw in his vision, what John saw in a vision. What John saw, which we're going to read, and I'm just going to flow in the spirit with this one. I didn't have no scriptures prepared except for the one I'm about to read here and just flow in the spirit. This is what John the Baptist seen when he was in prison on the island of Patmos on a salt mine. He received visions from Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai of the time of the end. Okay? He received visions of World War I, World War II, and World War III. He saw us going to slavery. He saw the lamb slain. He was there, during the time of the lamb being slain. So it's all here. So I want to read this real quick. There's a couple of times it actually appears, actually 3 times in the scriptures. So I'm going to start here in Revelations 18 and 10. It says, start at 9, Revelations 18 and 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. What is the Most High's judgment? His indignation, his ICBM missiles. Who is Babylon? America is Babylon, mystery Babylon the Great. Okay, that have committed fornication with all the kings of the earth. How did they commit fornication? By believing on this democracy, following its ways, right? China following the ways of America, Saudi Arabia, so on and so forth, right? And they got rich off this place, and when they see this place begin to burn, they're gonna be welling, because all these other nations, they sent their goods over here, and because America is a consuming corporation, and they got rich. But in 1 hour, this place is gonna fall, man. All right, and it says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. Let's look up this word, merchandise. Okay. Merchandise, it says, from the Greek G1117, a landing or freight of a ship, cargo, merchandise conveyed in a ship, any merchandise. All right, and America has all its ports, the Long Beach port, right, which everything comes in from China. It hits the ports in Long Beach and gets distributed out into all the coasts around Babylon. And it gives a list of all the merchandise, the gold, the silver. I'm not going to read all of it, because just for the sake of time, you brothers can read it. You know, but all this is gonna go that fast in 1 hour. Esau's gonna lose his kingdom in 1 hour. This place was built what? It took over 200 years to build, but it's gonna be wiped away in 1 hour. You know, America doesn't have a shelter, a shelter from this. Here it is. You had New York. They had a TV broadcast saying what to do in a nuclear fallout. Don't come outside and, you know, listen to the government. You're not gonna survive. You know, ain't nobody. If you're not in those ships in that day, everything is gonna be wiped out. Like it said in the first death. When the first death happened, the scripture said all that had breath died when a flood came. Now you got the second flood, which is the lake of fire, which is the ICBM missiles, which Elon Musk, a prime figure in the world, is warning the whole world about. Well, people will look at that like that had never happened in our lifetime. Well, we'll see. Because look at the war in Russia and Ukraine. It's beefing up. It says, after floating a peace plan to end the Ukraine war, Salakia, Elon Musk has of late been talking about the possibilities of a looming nuclear war, the day of doom. Scripture say that, but the day of doom shall be the end of this place. Reasonable people won't launch war. One of Tesla's Inc., NASDAQ, Tesla C, Twitter followers on Friday, quote, tweeted a Reuters story on the North Atlantic Treaty Organization starting nuclear drills with B-52 bombers on Monday. Responding to him via tweet, Musk suggested no reasonable person would launch a nuclear war. Russia has the ability to destroy USA and Europe utterly with nuclear missiles, utterly, in less than 30 minutes, vice versa. A surprising number of people don't know this. Of course, it would be mad to use them, but it is also mad to be in this situation at all. And this is the Most High's will. Let's get that in Proverbs. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord as the rivers of water. Let's get it. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Scripture say the Most High is a man of war. So he's bringing these nations into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Here it is in Russia. You got a Russian general by the nickname of Armageddon. That's a nomen omen. That's a nomen omen for what's to come. You ain't gonna just have a general named Armageddon if he ain't really about his name. Your name is your reputation. You know, so the Most High, the Most High is pointing out the details for the world. You know, he's showing it. The Most High has a very sense of humor, man. You know. Because this is the Most High's movie. You know, it says former leading, that's not part of the article. This is all crap, fluff within a meat. It says nuclear war risk highest, quote, tweeting on October 6th, a New York Times story about President Joe Biden take the prospect of Armageddon is now the highest since the Cuban Missile Crisis. Musk said it would be great if the threat of nuclear war could abate. It's not going to abate. It's not going to be put off. This is the Most High's will. Let's get that other scripture that I believe it was Revelations 18:7. Revelations 18:7. This could be the same. Revelation 18:7, how much she have glorified, and this she is talking about Babylon the Great. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see nor sorrow. And that's the pride of America. They think that they can never be in a state of sorrow, in a state of despair, in a state of without. But you're gonna soon realize that because you got famine prepared, you got all these fertilizer warehouses shutting down. So what is that gonna accumulate? Famine. Over 26 plants is shut down in Europe. You don't think that's gonna trickle down to the rest of the world? You know, So it's right there. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. See, this is the Most High judging Babylon. Why? Because of the rape, rob, and murder, because of the lies and the deceit, because of the ways of Sodom and Gomorrah being pushed on the planet Earth again and again. You know, this is why famine is being prepared, and all these a time like never before is being prepared. You know, so it said in one day, you know, because within that hour is going to be in one day. It ain't going to be a next day after that. You know, this is going to be the war to end all wars, man. And one day this place is going to go. The stock market is going to crash. Before before the war actually starts, the stock market is going to crash, man. And they ain't going to push that charagma. And if you're not with it, you're going to get dealt with. You're going to get drafted. They already snatching people up in Russia off the streets to get drafted into this war. So it's going down. You know, you already got Donald Trump, the calm before the storm. Gas prices is low. You know, let a war break out. Let something happen within the next 48, 72 hours over there in Ukraine. Everything could change like that, man. You know, let's get this other one. I saw it when I had put up the search for hour. It was another one. I don't tend to make this long. Just real fast. Revelations 18 and 19. But let's see if it's a little bit here. It says, it would be great if someday humanity stopped pointing nukes at itself. That would destroy almost all life on Earth. In any given year, there is a chance above zero that they will be launched. We are now at the highest risk in 60 years. Earlier this month, in a Twitter chat, Musk said he sees a rapidly rising probability of a nuclear war, adding that he was up all night to think of any way to de-escalate the Ukraine war. No side is backing down. You already had Russia say, we're willing to talk about this. But here it is, America go blow up their damn bridge that leads into their main cities. Okay? Give Ukraine billions of aid to fight a proxy war, man. So these, like the grandmother of the Rothschild said, if my sons didn't want any wars, there wouldn't be any wars. You know? So they want this war. War is a business. And war also brings peace. You know? These elites want to bring a great reset, but it's not going to work in their favor. The great reset is Yahweh Shai resetting this bitch with the elect on top. You know? These elites are not going to escape in their bunkers and you're not escaping this. It says, last one, Revelations 18 and 19, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea, by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her. See, you gonna have the world like, no. You like this guy Elon Musk. I wish it wouldn't happen, and I don't want a war to start. You ask the average person, but here it is. The scriptures is saying, rejoice over her, ye holy apostles and prophets, because these men didn't love their life in this world. They hated this place. They hated the things in this world. They glad the judgment came, you know, because hey man, the kingdom got to come, but this place, in order for it to come, this has to pass on by. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea. The sea represents the people. The millstone represents those nuclear warheads, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. You know, this place saying you ain't gonna remember where LA was, where Chicago was, where Texas was. You know, all the Sin City. You ain't gonna these places. This place is gonna be a big desert full of foul creatures, as the scriptures say, creatures that's able to survive a nuclear holocaust. Owls, right? The scriptures go into it. You know, it's just gonna be a desert and a monument of remembrance of a kingdom. How if you was to disobey the Most High, this will happen to you. Like Lot's wife was a remembrance of looking back. Okay, Babylon, we're gonna look at that place like, damn, we got the victory over that place. You know, and ain't gonna be no more coming to mind no more. That's it. Close the window on Babylon. You know. But yeah, brothers, you know, Akian Akwa, I just wanted to bring that out real quick. 1 hour. You know, this thing gonna go, and the missiles get here in 30 minutes. What the hell are these people gonna do in 30 minutes? You had the scare in Hawaii, what was that, last year, 2 years ago? People didn't know what the hell to do. They would run into the plane, try to buy a plane ticket. You can't fly away from well, you can in a ship, but you can't on a damn Delta airline. You gonna wait in line 30 minutes, just boom. It's too late. Hey, brothers, but we in a good spot. We in a good spot. Lord willing, you know, just we gotta keep enduring and look up, for our salvation draweth nigh. Until the next one, I say shalom.